Welcome to another episode of Fishing Box Addict. Today is an exciting day. Probably my favorite things to open are the hookup tackle bento boxes. They have these kind of flash bento boxes that they offer periodically. I got one for Mother's Day. I got this one, and I've gotten other ones in the past. But they usually have great value in them. And I also was a member of their monthly one. I got their first box in the monthly, and somehow I was taken off the membership, and that was really disappointing. I was a little irritated that I wasn't going to be doing the it's not a monthly, it's like it's a quarterly box system, and they always have special colors and whatnot. And I got taken off that for some reason. I have no idea why. I sent multiple emails, and so I'm no longer on the quarterly. It was from what I can tell, nothing that I did wrong. I don't know what happened, but anyways, that's a whole nother thing, and I can go on a tangent about this. You can still just kind of buy their flash bentos that they do every once in a while for special occasions. This bento right here, I think it's called OSP Mania, Summer Mania or something like that, and it was $99.99. And it's supposed to have upwards of $400 in value. I'd say $300 to $400 of value is pretty fair on these things when they say it's worth $400, but it's still anything you're paying $100 for and it's worth $300. You're pretty pleased with what you get, and it's just a bunch of stuff. Sometimes it's very usable. Sometimes I have no idea what to do with it. Sometimes it's a little random, but it kind of opens you up to different stuff. So enough of all that. Let's actually start seeing what I got. All right. First bait out of the box is some OSP, and everything I think in this box is OSP. So this is OSP, the dice. This is non-salt dice. From what I understand, the best way to fish these things is on a drop shot. I've done a little research because I've gotten these before. And I've yet to use them yet. When the water gets a little cooler and the fish get a little deeper, I'll give it a shot. But here's some non-salt 14 millimeter dice. A second bait, and I think there's like 20 baits in here, so we're gonna kind of buzz through them a little bit. OSP Do Live SS Gill. So let's see if I can pop this open, take a peek at it. A lot of this stuff's very lubricated and scented. There it is. Like a little beetle. That's what that looks like to me. I like the color on it. Kind of looks like what a beetle color would be. I'm not sure what the gill refers to. A lot of this stuff's in Japanese, so you can't really see what it is, like the name of the color and whatnot. But it's called Do Live SS Gill, 3.6 inches. Could be a drop shot, could be some kind of thing where you're bouncing on the bottom. Carolina Rigget or something. Got the Blitz EXDR. This one's a deep diver crankbait. And the color is Ghost Craw. All right, and I have I might have this exact same bait already. Not sure, but it's a deep diving crankbait. Okay. We have the Do Live Shot, 4.5 inches. Kind of a hybrid bait. Kind of looks like a tube, kind of like a worm. It's like a cross between a worm and a tube. You could probably fish this in a lot of ways. Like the colors on it. Dark with red. Get back in the basket. So this is called the Do Live Shot, 4.5 inches. Let's see if I got the color on that. Like I said, I like the color. It's kind of got the red on there. I think red's always a good color. I don't see the name of the color on the packaging in the English. Do Live Craw 3-inch, good stuff. I like these a lot. I've used them, caught fish with them. Drop shot these bad boys. Could also use them as a trailer. Got good detail, good color. The Do Live Craw, 3 inches. Winter chicken dinner right there. Once again, I can't see the color in English. All right. Some Do Live Craw 4 inches, a little dark, much darker color than the 3-inch. Again, no color on there. This is the bigger version of the one that I just opened. All right. I'll wash my hands after this episode. Oh, these are funny. I don't have these. Spinnuts. It's like a poop, I guess. Classic. I don't know. I mean, are fish eating these things? I don't know. No idea. I just got turned on to Whatnot. And this could be something if I ever decide to sell some of my stuff on Whatnot. This could be something I put on there. All right. Shows it like Texas rigged right there. Little diagram. I prefer a worm or a paddle tail. These are awesome for drop shotting. The HP Minnow 3.1 inch. Very light, very drop shot these bad boys. And you're gonna get some fish. All right. I've bought these before. All right, the Do Live Stick, 3.5 inch. Like the color. Cool. The Do Live Stick 6 inch. Now, I've not really used the Do Live sticks. They kind of have a worm fluke hybrid, I guess is what you'd call that. Kind of a little bit half worm, half fluke. So I'm sure you can Texas rig these, especially the bigger ones. Anyone had luck with these sticks? How'd you use them? I have not. This is one of my favorite things, the Beavers. And this is a good size and good color. Thank you, Hookup Tackle. I like these Beavers. I Texas rig them, drop them in some heavy cover. I've gotten hits before. Good item right there. I like the size too. 3.5 inches is perfect. All right. We got the Magnum Blitz DR. These are the big giant crankbaits, deep diving. I have like 4 or 5 of these already, and I have not used them, so I don't know. I have so much cover at our stuff that like I'm worried about snagging it on something. But I don't know. And that color, I guess, is that threadfin shad right there. The little chartreuse, got the bloody gill on there. Yeah, but deep diving cranks kind of scare me. I feel like I'm gonna catch it on something. Cool. Actually, it was when I was watching that. What's it called? The Whatnot. Someone was selling these. I've never used them, but they're like worms, and they kind of have they look kind of real on there. Should I open it? Not your typical packaging for a plastic worm. Just an open sack, huh? There it is. Look at that. That thing's humongous. Holy cow. Okay. Wow. I can see that, man. It simulates a night crawler. Interesting. There's only a couple in there, but they're big. Now, I've been told there's different sizes of these. I've seen them talking about these, but I can see them working. But that was pretty large. But I bet you could work those on the bottom, catch some fish big time. All right, we have ourselves flat-sided crankbait. All right, this is called the HPF Spec 2. All right, got a small lip right there. It's kind of like the look of a lipless, but with a lip, flat-sided. Interesting. Here come all the hard baits. Little crankbait here. I like the colors on that one. That looks really realistic as a fish. I'm fumbling these. My hands are slippery from all the plastics. Okay. Trying to see if it has the color on there. Little crankbait. I definitely would use this. This is a Blitz. Rattle and Blitz. Good looking crankbait. Ooh. Varuna. Jerkbait. Need glasses to be able to read that. All right, nice looking jerkbait right there from OSP Varuna. Another jerkbait. Like the colors on this one. Might open this one right here. This one's got a deep diver though. This one's gonna dive a little bit. The other one was more top water. So one thing I've noticed in this box is they've given me some top water stuff. They're giving me some deep diving stuff. Kind of very shad looking finish on that, which is good. Going to dive deep. Got to make sure you're not going to catch anything. I wonder what the depth, how accurate the depth is on that. Another, look at this crankbait. Look at that lip. It's kind of angular. Got that same color as that other one, which I really like that color. It's a Blitz SSR. Not sure what that stands for. Can't tell if that's the hooks rattling or there's something rattling inside. Got all this for $100, folks. Just keep on getting stuff. The Do Live Shad. Now, I have not used their shad yet at OSP. I'm a Kitech junkie. I got a couple other ones I like to use. Like I said, I've been using the Kitechs mostly, but these are pretty cool. I like to give these a shot. See how they compare to the Kitechs. I like the color. It's kind of unique. Might have to buy a couple more packages of these and try some different colors and see if they do as well as my Kitechs do. But I definitely want to try these. And anyone, how do these compare to Kitechs? Post in the comments. I'm curious. All right. Got ourselves some more Do Live sticks. These are the 3.5. So we got 3 different colors and 3 different sizes. Looks kind of like a deep purple black. We got a bladed jig, kind of a chatterbait type look. Chartreuse and blue. OSP metal blade jig. And we got a couple more baits. Last 2 baits in the box. Another Varuna jerkbait, small lip, going to be more top water, obviously. Like the colors on that. And another Blitz Max DR, very big lip, going to dive on us. And like I said, I have not really gotten into the deep crankbaits, although I have many in my collection. I'm always worried about losing them. Okay, anyways, this is going to be a long recap. I've got Blitz Max DR, Varuna, OSP Varuna jerkbait. We got some Do Live sticks, 3.5 inches. The Do Live shad. I wish I could have got a few more packages of those in this box, but I'm not complaining. The metal bladed jig. Whoops. Got the mountain of stuff here. The OSP Blitz SSR. Another Varuna. jerkbait, the Blitz Rowlin' Blitz. We got these MMZ worms, Deca. Kind of a trip. They look like night crawlers. Got the Do Live Beavers. I've already used those with success in the past. Probably my favorite craw style bait is these Beavers. There's the other sticks, the 3.5. So we got 2 3.5s, and we got a 6. We got the HP minnows. Great bait for drop shots. Boom. We got the Do Live shot. And I like the color on those. A little different. The Spinnuts. Those are kind of the funny bait. I'm not sure. I mean, do these work? Showing the Carolina rig on those. Got Do Live Craw 3-inch and 4-inch Do Live craws. I actually think this beetle bait thing will work, especially the colors that they gave us. It's a very good color. That's a beetle color, if you ask me. All right. I don't know why they call it a gill. It looks like a beaver, like a beetle. Another Blitz XDR crankbait. Got to have some dice. All right. Haven't used those yet, but we'll plan on to. The HP. I'm not sure what that word is in cursive there. A little flat-sided crankbait. Another Varuna. Oh, this is called an Asura. Deep diving. I like the colors on that. I wish I knew what color. I'm gonna have to bring out my glasses and read the color on that. And finally, the massive Blitz Magnum DR. Quite a haul for $100. What do you guys think? If you like seeing stuff open, these bentos, if you're wondering, if you've never seen them, they don't last. I mean, they're up there and they're sold out within like a day, like sometimes an hour. Some of these bentos sell so fast on Hookup Tackle. So you just kind of got to get lucky. Check the site frequently. They have a YouTube channel. They sometimes advertise them on the YouTube channel. I don't want more competition for these things. But anyways, they're fun for the tackle junkie that I am, and it's a good. I'm actually getting decent value on this stuff. So I hope you enjoyed this episode of Fishing Box Addict. Always fun to open up the bentos from Hookup Tackle. If you like seeing stuff open, subscribe to the channel and go out there and catch some fish. Fishing Box Addict out.